Welcome to one of our Bob's Watches tutorial videos. Today we are going over how to set your Rolex Lady Datejust. The Datejust was the first watch to feature an automatically changing date window, and it forever set the standard for how a calendar display on a watch should function. A little over a decade after the very first Datejust made its appearance, Rolex released a smaller version of its iconic calendar watch that made zero compromises when it came to durability or timekeeping performance. Featuring a waterproof oyster case, a self-winding perpetual movement, and the collection's signature date window at 3 o'clock, all Rolex Lady Datejust watches also include 3 centrally mounted hands for displaying the hours, minutes, and seconds, along with a magnifying lens on the surface of the crystal that enhances visibility of the date display. It's important to note that while all Rolex Lady Datejust watches have these same core features, their operating instructions have slightly changed throughout the years. For example, if you have a vintage Lady Datejust with a 4-digit reference number, it will not have a quick-set movement, and so you will need to rotate the hands around the dial past midnight in order to adjust the date display. Since the Lady Datejust is just a smaller version of the standard model, operating your watch works very similar to any other date-displaying timepiece, and it will largely follow the same general setting instructions. To set your Rolex Lady Datejust, simply unscrew the winding crown and pull it out to the first notch. In this position, you will be setting the date display, which is located at 3 o'clock on the dial. Rotate the crown to change the value until the correct number appears inside the date window. Again, if you have a vintage Lady Datejust, you will not be able to adjust the calendar display independently from the time, so you will have to advance the hands past midnight in order to change the date. To set the time on your Lady Datejust, pull the winding crown out to the second notch until you feel a faint click and the seconds hand comes to a complete stop. Turn the crown in either direction until the correct time is displayed by the hands. During this stage, it is important to take note of whether your watch is displaying AM or PM hours, as the date display will only change every second time that the hour hand passes the 12 o'clock marker. If while setting the time, the date display advances past the desired value, repeat the previous step to correct the date. Once the time and date have been set, push in the winding crown and screw it back down to the case in order to ensure that your watch stays protected against moisture and dirt. A timeless expression of classic design with chronometer-certified performance, Rolex created the Lady Datejust to be the only watch that a person would ever need. For more information on the Rolex Lady Datejust,